The Football Pod on Off the Ball.
In partnership with AIB.
Proud sponsors of the GAA Senior Football Championship.
Check out #TheToughest for more.
How's it going? And you're very welcome along to the Football Pod. We are in a car in North Galway. I'm not going to give away where we are, but we've just recorded an episode of the Football Pod Club. I've got Paddy Anders with me. Hey, Paddy.
This is very creepy. A steamed up car on the side of the road.
Yeah, there's very steamed up.
Shaking.
Shaking, yeah.
Spin logo in the back. Why is it creepy? Why can't Mickey Richards and Rory Keane get away with having a little...
They're actually moving.
I don't know if we're there just yet. We've also brought the great James O'Donoghue.
Hello. I'm hooked up.
Okay, so this is just for us two.
Just for you.
How are you keeping
Just for you. Oh, good, Tom.
Unreal, yeah. Can't wait to get home.
I got a bit of grief during the week. I got a bit of grief during the week that where the hell is the Football Pod gone? But like, you know, when we meet up twice a week, sometimes 3 times a week during the inter-county season, we got to take a break. We got to go back to our clubs. There's a split season here too. We got to go back to our clubs.
I went cold turkey from you, Tom.
You did?
I went, wasn't answering the phone or nothing. I just went completely off grid.
Blocked his number.
It's important though.
Yeah. Paddy's actually okay to get in touch with. You'd give him a text and he'd say, look, I'm around or I'm not. James, you just can't get a hold of.
Dead right, Jimmy.
That's because I would be very stressed during the week, you see. I need my downtime.
And then what does he do? Rings me at 8 o'clock this morning. I still wasn't up. Then rings me at 9 o'clock and says that he's got a flat tyre in Patrick's Well and I have to go and pick him up. So,
Black ball rovers.
I appreciate you picking me up.
Great to be back on the road.
You could have left
today,
me.
lads. We've some good content coming out. I have, to be fair, same boat. A lot of people asking, what's the story of the pod? When is it
Not
on?
one person has asked me.
yeah, we can reveal that we have episode 1 of the Football Club this season coming out next week. We started off in Killarney. James, we were in Jimmy Bryan's pub in the heart of the town.
We were.
Who were we with?
Are we giving it away?
Yeah, Paddy, do you remember?
I vaguely remember. I was very hungover, but Shane Ryan.
Yes. and
Gavin White.
Yeah. James.
No, the lads were great. The lads were very good.
The lads were solid in fairness.
2 lads who've won All-Stars in the last couple of weeks as well.
Yeah.
Key components of a phenomenal Kerry All-Ireland win.
Before we move off the All-Stars, you were in the room.
Mm-hmm.
So anyone who has any gripes with the All-Star selection, blame Tommy. DM Tommy straight away.
Yeah.
It was kind of straightforward though, Jimmy, wasn't it? There's no scandal from the All-Stars, is there?
I don't think, to be honest, this isn't even a joke. It was so long ago. I don't think anyone can remember.
Who won it? Who won the other?
Kerry won, we know that. And Kerry got 8. 8's fair.
Did Dublin get any?
No.
Dublin got none, baby.
Kieran Kilkenny and Patrick Coffey-Byrne got nominations.
Right.
Sean Bugler was possibly unlucky not to get a nomination. He had a very good league. A couple of injuries.
He was arguably the best player in the country at the start of the year.
He was flying it.
Should have the All-Stars done on the All-Ireland final anyway.
Rightly so.
Yeah, well, who else got one? Samuel Roy got an All-Star corner forward. Obviously, captain Louth to a Leinster title, had an unbelievable impact in the Leinster final and had a very good year outside of that.
Delighted for Mulroy actually, because even in that Leinster final, he had the weight of the world on his shoulders there and he had to step up. He kicked a few wides, kept kicking and kicked them to victory. So I think on that alone he deserved one.
Yeah, what a season for him. Like, he's captain his club as well, Nave Martin, to a Louth title and
Savage.
A made man now, an All-Star too. You know, he joins Paddy Keenan and Craig Lennon. I think sometimes we forget how much it can mean to a county like Louth to pick up another All-Star.
Oh yeah, it's massive, and you can see the reaction from him afterwards. We know he's a massive leader in that team. You're right, that Louth should have got one. Just that Leinster final, it was a great season across the board for Gaelic football, obviously with the rules, but the Leinster final was a special occasion. We were at it, and final quarter, Louth put the stranglehold on that Meath team, and he was exceptional. Meath obviously got an All-Star as well. First time since Stephen Bray.
Stephen Bray, 2007. Good maths. Paddy,
back in my heyday. 18 years.
Did he get a couple of goals against Dublin that time in the...
No, that was 10. That was 10. But Meath got to an All-Ireland semi-final that year, is correct?
Yeah, fell short to Cork in 07 and lost an All-Ireland semi-final to Kerry in 09. Yeah, but like Meath went 18 years without an All-Star. Very few nominations over that time as well. But like, lads, the noise in the room. There was a couple of massive moments because the football team were announcing the night as well. Yeah. I know you've been there different nights as well. Maybe it was announcing the night as possibly a bit different, but
it's not. It has to be.
The lads know.
They don't. They don't.
Samuel Roy didn't know.
They don't, man. I don't think they do.
He didn't, because I'd met him earlier that night.
Taps on the shoulder.
And I was trying to suss. I was trying to suss, did he know? And I'm sure he would know because it's such a big deal, but he didn't know.
2 of the years I was there, and it was alternate years, the football was being announced on the night, and the lads knew.
But you know why that is? That's because, right, someone who's in the room wants to be their buddy and tell them. That is it.
No, I think it was more official than that, Jimmy. Do you not remember this? You won in 13.
Yeah, found out on the night. On
Live on the
second.
show?
Yeah.
Wow.
Are you serious?
Yeah. That was cool in fairness. Well, I read
That
it
was a
on
croaker.
the
Remember that one?
I read on the auto cue.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's hilarious. That's
this
so
me?
funny. But it's so obvious as well because the cameraman will come around to you and like focus on you just before it's about to
What
end.
are you
Do
doing?
you remember that year, Jimmy? It was in Croker, and Tony Kelly won Young Player of the Year and Hurler of the Year.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen much, does it?
No,
Win
that's
both of them,
incredible.
like.
Yeah.
Like that was unbelievable. Yeah, Clare beating Cork that year, 2013.
Sensational.
Oh no. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And
We were
tip
15 in the
before.
convention centre.
No, we were in the county final. We didn't go.
Right.
Oh, we weren't going to get anything anyway.
Kerry had a great contingent there, as you mentioned. They won 8. I think all the lads were there. Yeah, they were all there. They had a good crew there, and Donegal picked up 4. I think 1 or 2 that missed out. Conor O'Donnell was very unlucky.
Yeah.
And I can tell you now, Conor O'Donnell was very unlucky. Shane O'Donnell as well. I think his
Yeah.
season went under the radar a little bit too.
Had a great year.
Hey, Tommy, you were in the room. You were making the calls. Don't be coming on here like.
You know exactly the reasons they didn't get it.
Jesus Christ, spill
But
the beans.
there's no perfect formula for something like this. You've got 12 selectors in a room, and you know, none of them are that hard earned. I'd say there wasn't much of a debate over some of them, but you'd be surprised. Like sometimes there's a debate over players that you think are absolute bankers, and somebody just has a different opinion on it.
Do you know who kind of came? And obviously this is the big thing around the All-Stars. Form later in the championship matters more. It's definitely more valuable. Sean O'Shea, that Armagh performance.
Yeah.
Well, Shawnee was quiet, obviously coming back from injuries and this and that, and his ceiling is so high. There was kind of go, Shawnee's come off for a bit, but that performance against Armagh pretty much nails it on for him, does it?
Yeah.
Because you're not talking about the O'Donnells who were brilliant, probably throughout the season. I think Donegal were probably the form team earlier in the season when Kerry weren't at their peak. But
Don't forget Shawnee doubles down though. He's brilliant against Tyrone. He's very
oh
good.
no, that's what I mean.
The only
But
thing
that's-
about
that shows the value, and look,
Yeah.
rightly so. They're the biggest games, the All Ireland series. That's what counts.
the only thing about the All Stars is you could be the greatest team player in the world and you ain't getting one.
No chance.
Do you know what I mean? Like it is very much on if you've scored that important goal or if you've kicked those. Few points in a row.
I hear you.
So that's why even Shawnee falls into that category. I think he's such a great team player. There's so much work. It was only then when he actually started kicking the long range 2-pointers against Armagh that he got maybe the credit.
Did he score 12 points that day?
Yeah,
Something
that's right.
outrageous.
Like,
Yeah.
fair enough. Like, give him an All-Star.
It's funny, like O'Shea, I didn't think there would be much of a debate about, but like on another flip side, somebody who had an unbelievable influence was Paddy Clifford. How many games do you think Paddy Clifford started in the All Ireland this year?
2.
4 out of 11. You know, but he had such a big impact. He comes on at half time in the
Stephen
Armagh
Campbell
game.
started more than that.
Yeah, he actually
And
had
he
them.
didn't get one last year.
And it's funny.
Roddy
Like,
Clifford had 8,000 possessions in the All
Yeah.
Ireland final.
He
So that
was-
alone, he probably should have got one there.
Even against Armagh when he came on at half time, he changed a bit there. A great game against Tyrone.
Yeah,
Then he played
correct.
the final. He was definitely carrying that hamstring in the final and still went through the pain barrier, delivered a performance.
yeah, but
No question he deserved it.
look, there's definitely not perfect, but I certainly felt leaving the room anyway that a really, really good team had been picked, and they all had to kind of fight their corner to get it. Like there was people in the room making arguments and debates about certain players. You know, Loud win a Leinster title, Sam Roy wins one, Mead gets an All Ireland semi-final, Sean Rafferty wins one. Lads, if you heard the roar in the room when Sean Rafferty got announced, it was
Seen on the
I
telly.
think his dad- I met his dad, the rest of his family, brothers. Like Jesus, great chats with a lot of them, and you know, even fellas that were nominated had family there, and
But it's a massive thing, like you're right, and particularly like say for counties who haven't won one in a long time or don't have a long list. For the 8 Kerry guys as well, as a personal achievement, it is very nice to be recognised at that level of game. Kind of puts a cherry on top of what was a great season. So, no, you know, sometimes it could be contentious, Jimmy, can't it? You know, people are going, "Geez, how's your man got one? Or how's your man not got one?" Like, but I think this year, definitely Loud, you felt deserved one for that, one of the moments of the season. And Mead getting to an All Ireland semi-final, some brilliant wins, and Rafferty was a key part of that as well. Big thing for guys like that is kick on. For Loud are going to be looking to do that under Gavin Devlin. Mead need to back up an incredible season, kind of out of nowhere under Robbie Brennan and Rafferty, and not just him, but a lot of those guys. Matthew Costello, Jordan Morris, obviously outstanding years as well, but it was going to be difficult to get in ahead of the cliff, to be fair. I think he is that all-star position sewn up for the next 4 or 5 years.
so funny in the room. Like
Was there any debate over that in the room? Or did you just start and go, we've 14 players to pick here? Like?
No, there wasn't much debate about David Clifford. Now, there wasn't much debate about the likes of a Brendan McCole or a Jason Foley or a Gavin White.
Well, hold on. McCole, because you remember, this was a big thing from the 2022 final. Remember this, Jimmy? Tom O'Sullivan was marking Shane Walsh. Shane Walsh is a game for the ages. And Tom Sullivan, probably in the mix for nearly won a Player of the Year before that match. Doesn't win an All-Star. And McCole, who was brilliant for Donegal, but it's marking Clifford in the final. And Clifford scores 100 points.
Tom Sullivan has been wronged since that game.
But that's Tommy's saying McCole was definitely going to get one.
No,
and I think he should have.
Wasn't, but like there wasn't a huge amount of a debate about it after.
Were you in the room in 2022?
No, thank God. No.
Right.
I'm only there the last 2 years.
Okay. Yeah.
But I think there should be a debate about as many as possible. Do you know? Yeah. I would say Joe Conor had an unbelievable year. David Clifford had an unbelievable year.
Yeah.
You know, there's certain players that are maybe above it and they're on it no matter what.
Who was third nominated for Player of the Year?
Big Murphy. Big Murph.
Oh, yeah.
Now look, there was people making arguments that possibly should have been 3 Kerry players, but like, was that reflective of the entire
Who would have
season?
hurt Gavin White?
Probably, possibly White.
It's never 3 players from the same county though, is it? I don't think it ever has been.
Well, apart from when, remember one of the All-Star years they couldn't split who to give the goalkeeper to, Clark or Cluxton, so they were both nominated for Footballer of the Year. There was 4 nominees for Footballer of the Year that year. I think that was 29.
So who did they give the All-Star to? Cluxton,
no, Clucko didn't get it, I think.
I think Clark won the All-Star, yeah.
What about when they gave man the match to the full Dublin team?
Who did that?
No, they didn't.
They did.
Who did that?
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
What are you talking
in the
about?
final?
No, we were always shit in finals. You're
We
mixing
can't
this up.
pick
They
anyone,
gave it.
So give it to all.
They
of
gave
them.
it to Brian Cody. Got man of the match
That was what happened.
for Kilkenny
Yeah,
when they
yeah.
hammered Waterford. Dublin team has never got man of the match.
James, I don't. You have a phone.
That
there, you
is
can Google it.
completely
I don't think that
incorrect.
happened,
You've
man.
been cut out. And do not edit this out.
Yeah,
This
I'm
is
not.
horseshit. You're way off, Jimmy. Anyway, moving on from the All-Stars, what else has been going on?
Sorry, Oisin Connolly was the other one who had an unbelievable season and made his way into the All-Star team. So look, well done to all the winners and the hurling winners, and a good night was had, and not too much grief was given to one of the few selectors that turned up on the night. Me and maybe Kenny Archer from the Irish News and Joanne Cantwell were the only of the football selectors to turn up. So there's a bit of heat.
I
on
see
it.
Grandi was there now.
Well, Granny was a hurling selector. So
Oh,
there was a good
okay.
few hurling contingents
So
there.
she was the GAA plus representative.
She was.
Very
yeah.
good.
Myself
Very
and
good.
Granny were sitting beside each other during the meal.
Deadly.
We
She's
had
a
a good
legend.
crack, chatting away.
2
And,
legends.
Great night was had, and well done to all the winners. Lads, there's so much club action going on. There's loads of county news stories happening. I think the return to training date is imminent or very close.
A lot of trial matches happening.
A lot of development games.
Yeah.
A lot of bits and pieces happening off radar. But it is getting to that time of the year, winter training. Paddy Mayo have had a bit of news in the last couple of weeks. Andy Moran, obviously, as manager, he's brought back Cillian O'Connor.
Oh, we knew that, yeah.
Years on GA Plus. Rob
He
Henley-
was, yeah.
Rob Henley's been brought back. Colin Reap is actually not available next year for Mayo.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think he's getting married and travelling and a few bits and pieces going on. So Reap is not available. Henley's back. And
What?
James Carr as well. Yeah.
That's massive.
So big
I hadn't
news.
heard that, yeah.
Kobe McDonald, there's a little bit of talk. Not a little bit of talk, but we missed this. The likes of Kobe McDonald and Ben Murphy have both been secured contracts in the AFL. So there's been a lot of talk about that.
Would both of those guys, would they have been in the Mayo and Kerry senior squads this year?
Ben, I think Ben was in already.
Yeah, it was close.
Okay.
Well, he was playing with the 20s and outstanding. He was definitely going to be in his club. Aston Stacks got to the county final. He was going to be involved. He would have been involved this year, definitely.
Yeah, James, I got to watch him at the county final against
You
Beggan.
were at it, yeah.
He sliced over 3 points to the outside of the boot, but I think it's apart from the football, it's the athleticism and what he could bring in that middle third for Kerry is the big thing. But again, Kobe McDonald again had an unbelievable club campaign for Crossmolina.
I'm sickened over that one. Because
Over Kobe McDonald?
yeah,
Yeah.
so skillful, so silky, such an athlete, such a great baller. All his, his internet viral clips, with his kicking, they just look phenomenal. You want to see those fellas in our game. I don't want to be
Andy did
seeing
as
him
well.
kicking that ball in the AFL.
Well, yeah. Well, it looks like that's what's going to happen. He's got his leaving cert this year and Mayo 20s too, so it'll be interesting to see what
He's
happens.
doing his leaving cert this coming year.
He's still 17, yeah.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
Right,
So
okay.
there was a comment on TikTok, James. I don't know if you agree with this, but I was asked about Kobe one week on Off the Ball Breakfast, and we had a chat about Kobe and how good he was after following the Crossmolina semi-final. And the week after, I was talking about Ben Murphy and went back and watched a couple of games on Clubber, and this comment got a lot of traction. It was like, here we go, the Tommy Rooney hype train. But like, I think the hype kind of stands.
Tommy, you're very sensitive online. You get a lot
No,
of...
I'm
Stop
not.
reading the comments.
I can take
He
it.
could be googling himself as well.
I know.
I don't.
I know. I've seen it. I've caught
Rooney,
it.
and then going
Rooney
through the
on
comments.
TikTok, like,
Tommy, get off the comments, man.
That's
I'm
not.
not even on
That's
TikTok.
definitely not
Have
true.
we cursed a few over throughout the years, have we? I don't think we have.
No, I don't think so. I think maybe they're thinking of
Did
me.
you curse a team recently?
Roscommon.
He said Roscommon would win the All-Ireland last spring. Live on air.
It fell apart that
I
day.
tell you,
I nearly fell off.
What's the point in playing if you're not going to go win the All-Ireland, do you know?
True.
Andy Moran got a bit of stick a couple of weeks back from a county board delegate in Mayo,
Over.
having the temerity to drop a player before the club championship. He dropped Owen McLaughlin. Owen McLaughlin went on to have a stormer of a championship. Now, he got injured in the championship final, but he had club delegates in Mayo then saying that there should be a rule brought in that players shouldn't be dropped before club championship. Sometimes, whatever the reason is, and obviously we know Andy on the show, but sometimes dropping a fella could be the best thing for him.
Owen McLaughlin was dropped off the Mayo panel.
Jeez, you boys have not been following GA at all over the last couple of weeks, have you?
I'm shocked at that.
July.
Well,
Yeah,
then again,
surprised, yeah.
Andy knows these fellas inside out. He knows what he wants to go forward with, be it football profile, be it age profile, be it injury history, whatever it is. He knows what he wants. If he wants to make that call early, that's his prerogative. I mean, I don't think that should be a rule where you can only drop someone within a certain frame of time.
No.
I think he
The
should
big
have
thing-
free reign.
Mayo side, they need to get alignment across county board, management team, supporters, players, clubs, the whole lot. There's been too much noise happening outside of the Mayo camp over the last couple of years. It's a big job, big profile. We know Andy's been earning the stripes in the background with Leitrim and the work with Monaghan, so that is definitely going to be one of the big stories at the start of the season through the National League. How they go, Kayleigh Conor going back, I think is definitely the right call.
Really? Did you get that sense last year chatting to him that he might go back?
No, it were in private conversations, but I would have thought Mayo could have done with someone. Under these rules, they're not blessed with out and out scorers, and here's a guy, 2-point arc, more space, all that type of stuff. I would have said they definitely could have done with someone like Killian. To be interesting to see how he goes. What was the other big appointments outside of that?
Well, I suppose this backroom team once. Kieran Donaghy has joined up with Kerry.
Sorry.
As if they needed another edge. James,
I know.
how's that gone down?
It's gone down very well, I must say, very well. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it in a way, but at the same time, they had a chance to strengthen that backroom team so much with Donaghy. And you'd be jealous of the players in there at the moment because they have such a great setup in there now. I mean, he'll be a breath of fresh air. He'll
bring
give
an
all
energy, won't he?
he'll bring an energy, he'll give them so much confidence. He'll just be an extra voice, on last year that's needed. You can't go forward with the same thing every time, so I think it's a great appointment for Kerry.
He obviously came on the show before the All-Ireland final last year. We knew he was kind of finishing up with Armagh. Was there a sense that he would have went for a managerial role somewhere else? I suppose the pull of Kerry is too much.
Well, look,
He's not going to go straight
don't.
in his
Did he
career.
not tell you?
I think this
did he
is
not tell you when you had feckin' 12 points together tonight at the feckin' roadshow?
Again, private conversations.
2 points. The thing with Kieran is I can see him as a future Kerry manager. I can, and
This is the step, is it? The step.
well, you'd like to think that there's some bit of succession plan going on there. That they're going to put Kieran in there, and
Mark and Tomas doing the minors and the 20s as well. So
yeah.
Kerry look like they're in a good place.
But I'm sure that the whole scene in Kerry, county board wise, playing wise, how they do things, has changed drastically since Kieran was involved last, which would have been
2018,
2018-19. Yeah, like that's a long time ago. The way things have moved on. Get him back involved, use his expertise now, and let him pick everything up again to be a great manager in a couple of years.
Yeah.
It's a no-brainer, really.
It is the time of the year where managers are trying to hone in and trying to figure out who they can add to their backroom team to bring a bit of an edge. Jack O'Connor looking to go back to back with All Ireland titles and lead Kerry all the way. Bringing in Kieran Donaghy, if he can, is a no-brainer. Much the way he brought in Cian O'Neill last year, and I was like you got so excited when you heard that O'Neill was on board last year, and look what happened. Mead have brought in Aaron Kernan. Just to mention Mayo, Andy Moran has added Paul Durkin to his backroom team in Mayo as well, alongside Colin Boyle and Paddy Talley.
Georgetown, would that be their connection?
Possibly,
Georgetown,
yeah.
I think
I'm
Andy
just
Moran
wondering-
is the exciting one, because that Mayo team has so much potential and ability. It just needs someone with that kind of football mindset, I think, to coach them. So I think that if you look at who can improve a side the most, I think Andy going in there could do great things with Mayo if things go his way.
Look how Monaghan played forward-wise.
Yeah.
Top scorers across all the divisions. So interesting to see that. Big one, lads. Davy Burke joining Brian Flanagan's backroom team in Kildare.
Yeah.
It was a surprise when Davy Burke obviously
He was linked to
big
the full
profile
job
with
there,
the
wasn't
Rossies. would have managed Kildare to win a 20 All Ireland, joining in Flanagan's team. Kildare promoted, Tailteann Cup winners. Can they push on with the next step? You know, Meath, to be fair, they nearly have set the template, winning the Tailteann Cup a couple of years ago, and then all of a sudden they're in an All Ireland semi-final. So the progress,
and Down have obviously progressed a lot
as well with Conor Laverty. So the Tailteann Cup is kind of serving its purpose in a way that it gives a team confidence, it ticks a box in their journey. So Kildare up in Division 2 would be interesting to watch. And just thought that was an odd one, a head coach going in as
pressure's off
as
them a bit, so
selector.
but if they're going in as Tailteann winners, which means they're guaranteed being the Sam Maguire, which means they
Division
can
1,
maybe
we get a
blood a
shot at
few more.
Division 1.
That's the big one.
Division 2 was always probably the most exciting division, because Division 1, we've seen it this year, it's great for the first 3 or 4 rounds, and then the teams throw their arse at it that they don't want to make a league final because they're playing championship.
Is that
a week
going to be
later.
the same this year?
Whereas Division 2 was important for teams to get up. The Tailteann Cup, Sam Maguire part of it is always important, and it's the most competitive as well, lads.
Is it going to be the same fixture wise?
No, there's a bit of room. There's another week there.
Is there?
Yeah.
To be honest,
okay.
it was embarrassing last year.
Yeah.
The way that Donegal were outstanding, and next thing they said, "Whoa, hold your horses here. We have an Ulster Championship. We can't win another game." I mean, Jesus.
What about
It's not their fault at all.
Donegal?
But
You know,
Not Donegal's
where
fault.
that All Ireland final performance will have hurt them massively. You know, Jim McGinnis spoke previously about the 2014 final where they didn't perform and they felt they left it behind. And Donegal never kicked on from that. So they were outstanding, back-to-back Ulster champions. That All Ireland final performance will leave a bitter taste for them. Where do they go? How do they perform at the start of the year? What are they doing to freshen things up? Michael Murphy staying on is
He
obviously
confirmed it, yeah.
huge plus for them. Tyrone, Malachy O'Rourke, you can see that they seem like the coming team. You know, with their underage success, we've seen Mackelholm, glimpses of him.
Did you see any of Loch McCrory winning that county title, their first ever in Tyrone? Unbelievable things. And young Rory McCullough, just the 2-pointers he kicked. Now, Kilcoo got the better of them, but like he's another lad that's going to be added into the mix too.
These young players coming through, and Malachy O'Rourke seems like the perfect coach for that type of team. So they got to a semi-final this year, probably a little bit ahead of schedule. I don't think they were probably the top 4 teams in the country. But
Relegated to Division 2.
yeah, but I think Tyrone are going to have. I think they're an exciting team to watch.
they just need a bit of size up front, especially in full forward line, don't they? Like their
Yeah,
profile is so similar. Brilliant players, by the way. But if you look at the Canavans, Mackelholm,
they're all
McCurry, they probably need a maybe more physical outlet in there as well. Be interested to see if they can unearth someone.
Leinster Championship of the year next year. All eyes will be on that.
Easily, yeah. Could easily be, yeah.
Lots of work to be done in Dublin.
Dublin
obviously.
under pressure.
Yeah, and the succession plan has started too. Johnny Cooper's gone in as a 20s boss, hasn't he?
Yeah, which is great. Delighted to see that. There was probably a big push to get.
It's like the class in '92.
Yeah, Michael Dara's gone in with him and a couple other coaches as well. Obviously the senior team with Ger and Dean Rock and Stephen Cluxton going back in.
And is Dennis Bastick involved
Dennis
too?
Bastick as well. So
Who's the coach there? Who's
I'm
the?
not sure.
Well,
I'm not sure.
Well, Stephen Cluxton is certainly not the goalkeeping coach anyway. I think he's a
No,
football
he
coach.
won't be. He
He's a
won't be.
football coach.
Like they would be unbelievable on analysis and video and aura, you know, on how to carry yourself, how to be a Dublin footballer. But I still think you need a coach to make the session tick and get fellas improving. That was definitely the most important part of the setup that I was involved in. Was always the football
You
coach.
feel it's the biggest change in Dublin, really, since probably Pat Gilroy took over from Pillar. That, you know, there was kind of that 10 or 15 year period where we knew Jim was going to take over. The underage teams were successful. You knew Desi was going to take over from Jim. The underage teams have been successful. The underage teams haven't been successful. There was like a couple of months there, no one knew who was going to take over from Desi Farrell. So it's a situation Dublin haven't been in a while. Obviously, there's a real feeling of transition now. John Small has stepped away. The latest Dublin player to finish up from our team. So there are going to be lots of new faces, lots of development and trial games going on at the minute. Dublin are in Division 1, so there's just, you feel like there's more question marks around Dublin than there has been in such a long time, both on the sideline, like who's the coach, I don't know, and then younger players. Dublin need to find players to step in, so it's an intriguing story again for 2026. Amazing people involved, but kind of a big unknown. You're not sure what you're going to get across the board there, and so you have to wait and see how that pans out as well.
Were you screening everyone's call over the last couple of weeks and months? Everyone chasing backroom team members? Anyone get on to you, or were you just ignoring everyone's call?
I wouldn't be in that category, Dom.
Limerick
I'm playing
connection?
anyway.
No?
Legion are going to win the intermediates.
Limerick are one of the
in
best
Kerry,
setups going. I would
2026.
But he's there now. He's living in Limerick, so he may as well.
say that again about Legion.
Just outside Killarney.
Are you still playing football?
I think I still play. Yeah.
But O'Donoghue Cup, are you still playing football?
Oh no, this year
at
no,
the
we're
minute?
done.
No.
Are you okay?
We're done.
The
We're
feeder
done. We're
up,
done.
the feeder up.
So break now for the next couple of weeks.
Break for a couple of weeks. Yeah.
Okay.
We're back doing this. Are we back doing this every week now?
Oh, we're going to be for the next couple of weeks. Yeah.
We've
Up until
actually
the All Ireland
lost
Cup
our,
final.
we've lost our coach with the Legion. He's gone into the Kerry Miners.
Okay.
Jamie Sullivan.
Wow.
I tip him to be a good coach in the future.
Okay. Very
You
interesting.
do Kenny Dalglish then? Player manager? No?
Well, no, we still have a manager, but the actual football coach is gone.
See, it's such a big thing now over the next couple of weeks and months. Is the circuit. People trying to get not even on inter-county level, but club coaches
Yeah.
and managers is huge because the club championship we're into provincials.
Yeah.
Anything catch your eye over the last couple of weeks? The weekend there, I don't know if you spotted it, lads, but
A lot of the powerhouses are gone.
Yeah.
a lot of it. Yeah.
And early in the like you feel, well, Kilcoo are still there. They've got to fancy their chances. Haven't been there and done it before, but lots of new names winning county championships and in the provincials as well. So
Munster's strong enough. Is it Dingle, Slavero? They could. Newcastle West and Munger. Was that game on?
Munger St Paul's bet them. So Munger
Did they?
St Paul's bet Newcastle West. Now Munger St Paul's are
that's your local club now, is it?
An hour and a half away from my
a
door.
coming force in Limerick football, and the feeling going into the final at the weekend was it might just be a little bit too early. They've got all the numbers, they've got brilliant structures in place in the club, and they got the job done early.
Jeez.
So it's a stacked Munster Club Championship.
Clonmel?
Clonmel commercials are very emotional. Very sadly,
Seen it, yeah.
Philly Ryan passed away at just 54, the Tipperary football manager, and his son Shane, obviously playing with Clonmel, and obviously the championship was delayed by a couple of weeks, but they bet Kilsheal and Kilcash in the county final at the weekend. Michael Quinlivan, who's such a good footballer, rolling back the years, not even that old, I think he's younger than me.
Yeah.
Beautiful
Goal he
goal.
scored was unreal. Yeah.
And you could just tell how much it meant to the club to get the job done in
seen
Philly's
after, yeah.
Philly's memory. So, yeah, it kind of reminds you sometimes just how important it is to a parish or a community to get the job done when there's something maybe going on or they're dealing with something, a bit of grief or something in the community as well. So you just see it. At the weekend, a couple of players caught my eye. Did you see Mark McInerney's 16 points for Éire Óg?
Can't say that I did, but that sounds good.
I'm going to fire it on to you. Son of
16 points.
Son of Clare and Doonbeg legend Francis McInerney. Photo would have been on the pub in Tubrides when we were
Tubrides,
back
yeah.
in Doonbeg a couple of weeks back. Mark he's got the size, he's got the power for Clare, and has the potential. And like the new game, 2 pointers from play, fucking freeze, like unbelievable scores. And at the weekend as well, Keane Shecklin from Kingscourt Stars. Kingscourt were being hammered. They were 10 points down against Erngales Bleak. Jordan Morris, All-Star nominee, plays with Kingscourt. Keane Shecklin, lads, I think he scored them all from play, and it was like 10 points in this second half comeback, and it was just the level of scoring is class.
Conditions wise here, we were talking about last year's National League with the 2 point arc. We're going into November, December. You get a gale force wind behind you and you have a shooter. We will see some massive swings in club championship games, which are always, we always laugh about it. Every club championship game we watch on RT on a Saturday or TG Car on a Sunday, just tune in for the last 5 minutes. It's going down to the last 5 minutes. So
Do you remember the Kerry Dublin National League game in Tralee?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Vaguely.
You never made it.
I was in Tralee, but I was
The,
watching on the telly.
There was 10 or 12 points in it at half time, and it was clawed back by Dublin.
That was a
Pure wind.
strategic play by Dublin.
For sure. But
Did Paul Geaney go on the team holiday or not? No.
did
He
join
joined
late?
them, I think. Yeah, he went to New York.
Oh, he went Monday
then he
night.
went to
there was a
Cancun.
taxi with the Gainies that went that night at 1 a.m. to join the lads.
Very good.
But Tom Sullivan and Tom Leo, I think, stayed back to celebrate. Did they
did.
join over with?
I couldn't imagine leaving.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Like,
I
what
would
a
say
big
you
deal
can
in
take
Dingle.
your ticket and Dingle would have been absolutely hopping. They do it right back there as well.
They'll go
wouldn't
close. They'll go close, you feel.
Well, the other thing is, and James, you'll know this better than me, they're strung together at the minute. As in
Is Mark O'Connor
injuries.
gone back as well, obviously? Is he available through some of these games at the
I
Munster
think-
Club?
I heard a little bit of word that Mark is sticking around for a
Is
little
he?
bit longer, for definitely a game or two.
Oh, bonjour.
So, Mark O'Connor obviously makes such an
They're in
impact.
the semi-final.
But I think Paul was struggling with a hamstring and still scores 2 goals in the final. Conor Gainey struggling with hamstring injuries too.
They have a little bit of time to tidy those up.
Yeah. And the Bars are obviously flying too. Jimmy Barry Murphy, did you see the celebrations of Jimmy Barry Murphy? He's back as a selector with the
I
Bars.
did with the Bars. I did see it. Yeah.
Going into mocks with the trophy that night. Sensational stuff.
But
yeah,
Dingle lost on penalties in the Munster final.
Castlehaven.
Yeah. So like
Stone.
they've had a couple of near misses. You just think the stars have aligned this year, if they get their bodies back, Tom Sullivan's back fit, they'll have that bit of motivation, I think, to give it a rattle. I think they have Mungret today.
I can't think of the
I think they do. I think they have Mungret in semi. So
and it's going to be very tight in Connacht as well. We've got Ballina, we've got Mike Cullen, we have got St Bridget's in Roscommon, and who else is left in it? Leitrim Gales as well. They're all left. And then in Ulster, Kilcoo, Scottstown have been knocking on the door the last couple of years as well. In Leinster, Ballyboden, St Enda's. I always find it hard to judge the Dublin clubs coming through because they're so tight in Dublin, all these games. But they're going to give it a right rattle, I'd imagine. And then a tie in Summerhill is going to be a tight game.
The tie beating Nice was big.
Yeah.
And it'd be nice have been knocking on the door for the Leinster club, Coola and Chemical Crokes over the last couple of years, just pipping them. So a tie, that can work both ways, when you get over the line and win a county championship, you can be happy with that in some scenarios and you don't push on, but you feel a tie are well placed. Ballyboden, look, whoever comes out of Dublin are always going to have a strong chance to win the Leinster Championship as well. And Ballyboden were probably the standout team. They won that final convincingly against the Phoenix. So action-packed month ahead.
Loads happening. We'll be back in regular action with the football pod again after a little break. We needed it, lads, after a very intense.
I like the car. No, we should just take it out in the car.
Well, a bit too steamy.
We've got big interviews coming up in the football pod club, as I mentioned. Gavin White and Shane Ryan is coming very soon. We've just recorded another episode, a brilliant one that you're going to really enjoy.
That was good, yeah.
And then we've another one lined up in December, which is going to be really interesting as well. And then before the All-Ireland Club final, we'll have one more. But we'll have our regular Monday episodes or Wednesday episodes too during the next couple of weeks. James, if you were to actually do a carpool, and I'm not saying we are doing one, what song would you sing if you had to get it going here?
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh, that'd be entertaining.
Do you have that in the locker?
I have the piano bit.
Oh, okay.
Not the words.
I need to see this. Paddy?
Westlife, World of Our Own.
Oh, fantastic.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, that's good. I'd probably go for a bit of Bruce Springsteen, Waiting on a Sunny Day.
Oh, wow.
So,
nice.
The Football Pod is brought to you every week with thanks to AIB. They keep us on the road, and they're bringing us on the road at the minute. And so nice to be back, boys, and we will catch up very, very soon.
See you later,
Cheers, boys.
Good luck.
The Football Pod on Off the Ball.
In partnership with AIB.
Proud sponsors of the GAA Senior Football Championship.
Check out #TheToughest for more.